Plenty of runners for SNAITH racing on Saturday. It's going to be a fantastic day's racing. I've got Jonathan SNAITH with me this morning to take us through the runners. Jonathan, you start off the day in race 1. You've got the 2 there. We'll start with Garamond. Had the 1 run, should improve.
Yeah, it's quite a competitive field with some horses with form. So he's going to have to improve a lot. I think he'll need the 2nd run and probably want to watch next time up over a little bit further.
Nevada King there, consistent, probably time for the winner's box for him.
Yeah, it's probably one of our better runners on the day. In saying that, there are a few sneaky horses here with form. Royal Port Louis, I think it is of Brett's, got some solid form if you ignore his last run. But Nevada King is overdue. He's doing particularly well, and I think he'll take a lot of beating.
We start the day early with a really, really hot race. That's race 2, and you've got Silver Darling coming off a rest, but she is consistent and capable.
Yeah, this is a lovely race. There's some amazing races that you saw with Captain's Ransom do it again yesterday. It's just some great racing in the Western Cape at the moment, and this is one of those races. Chansonnet, Guinea's winner. Her first run back was a decent one. I know the stable's a little bit off form, and so is Grant, but hopefully that'll swing soon and maybe it'll happen on this day. But Silver Darling has improved dramatically, and although she's coming off a break, she'll run a huge race here and she cannot be left out of any bets.
It's nice to have such an exciting race early in the day for the public. Race 3, you've got Jazbella, got to write off her last run. Yeah,
but she is drawn wide again, so she's going to need some luck in the running. And there are a few horses here with chances, and she will need to improve dramatically and have some luck from the wide draw.
And then you've got Lady Writer in the same race. She improved last time, she could improve again?
Probably the better of the two. She's a filly that she's run 2 decent races to date, improving, looking for a bit of ground, and could be a bit of a sneaker.
In race 4, you've got the 2 there. We'll start with Cosmic Event. Up in trip, may suit, but has a wide draw.
Yeah, but got no weight on his back. These handicaps, you just got to. Often you see a handicap for the punters out there, and they look at the form because you're just so programmed for that. Now you really have to look at these horses carrying 50, 52. When you see a horse with form carrying 60, it makes a world of difference, especially over this trip. So my advice to the punters: sneak in horses. We've got 2 runners here. They both got very light weights, and I would definitely Cosmic Event, if he stays a trip, would be a big run at the weights.
Yeah, your other runner you're talking about is I'm a Man. Now, he should relish the trip as well.
He is. He's probably a horse that is desperate need of gelding, and he's a bit naughty, but he loves the trip and he's got a low weight, so you've got to chuck him in.
In race 5, you've got the 2 fillies. We'll start with Black Silver. Should be fitter on Saturday.
Yeah, these fillies probably, will need this run too. We've got sort of races on Limrock King's Plate Day aimed for her, and we're just bringing her along slowly, and she might be one run short of her best.
Potato Noir there as well, very consistent.
Yes, she's doing really well, but doesn't carry a big weight here. And but there are some competitive horses in this race, and she'll have to produce her very best to run into the money.
Race 6 is going to be a very exciting race. I'm looking forward to seeing Light Speed out. He won his last 3.
Yeah, he's done nothing wrong, and this is a tough race for him. Cousin Casey comes with a massive reputation, and so far the Guineas looks like the sort of Cousin Casey and Charles Dickens. And I know the Shoemaker in Johannesburg, they rate very highly as well. So it's turning into a hot pot Guineas. But this race will put a lot, is Cousin Casey, has he trained on? He had a really good Durban campaign. Was the form line good? So all those questions are going to be answered on Saturday. And one thing about Light Speed, he's a very consistent horse. He's a smart son of Give Me the Green Light, and I think he'll run a huge race.
Yeah, I saw on social media him having a grass gallop. I think it was with Hyde Park. He looked to be going very well.
He was striding out beautifully, and we brought him on really slowly. I think Justin's done a terrific job on this horse, and I think come the Guineas he'll be spot on. He's probably, put a little bit soft for this race, but in saying that, I think he'll enjoy the short run in from the decent draw. I don't know if we going back to the summer course on Saturday, but I think it's still the winter course. But he's a horse that a lot of people might want to bank a Cousin Casey, but I would recommend including Light Speed.
You've got Triple Time there as well. He's going up to the mile, which should suit.
Yes, it's quite a big jump for him though, and I think he's going to have to improve on his last 2 runs to feature. But it'll give us some sort of line. I think for me, he's more a Politician Stakes Derby type, and a horse that will improve with time.
And you've got the 2 in race 7. Now, We're Jamming will be fitter and should be the right trip on Saturday. And then you've got It's Raining William again, who should get into it.
Yeah, I think we're jamming. We're trying to figure him out at the moment. His last run was disappointing, so we're bringing him back in trip. Hopefully he'll improve. I think he definitely seems better over the shorter trip, although on paper he would be a 2,000 metre or so. Hard to figure out these Duke and Marmalades. But our other runner, it's Raining William, I think over this trip he's a bit of a dark horse. I think I would include him. But if you look at the form, Trompy does look hard to beat.
Yeah, it's another exciting race on the card. Race 8, Kalahari Ferrari, never far away.
Yeah, a little bit inconsistent, so he'll have to step up his game to feature.
Poltergeist there, good run last time, and you got Richard Free up.
Excellent, but also a little bit inconsistent, and but his last run was eye-catching. So if he reproduces that, if you're going wide, you've got to put him in.
And then Pashtu Nwani is a reserve at the moment, but if he gets in?
Yeah, if he gets in, I think he's an interesting horse. You've got to look at his last run. Everything went wrong. And he should have gone very close in that race. So if he sneaks in and there's a rider available because he's got a very light weight, he's got to go in.
Well, best of luck yesterday for Captain's Ransom. Has she come out of a race well?
Amazingly well. She just trains herself. She's just such an uncomplicated horse. She's very sound. She'll make one hell of a broodmare one day if she throws her genes into a produce. But she is just a dream, I guess, to own, train, just to be associated with. And I think for the whole public of South African racing, she's like the darling of the turf, and everyone loves her. So she's just an absolute dream.
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic to see her winning like that yesterday. But stable's on fantastic form. Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you. Justin's found form at the right time, as he always does. So come the end of November, he always hits full form, and I would definitely be following him if I was a punter over the next month or two.
Absolutely. Thank you very much to Jonathan Snaith. Some lovely runners once again on Saturday for Team Snaith. We look forward to seeing them there.